What age do I start puppy weaning? Is diarrhea normal when weaning puppies? And what happens to mom's milk during the weaning process? Well, keep watching. We will answer the most common puppy weaning questions and we'll share the best recipe for puppy gruel. In this episode of the Pet Care Pro Show, we have Lisa joining us. Now, if you haven't already, we ask you to consider subscribing to the Revival Animal Health YouTube channel by clicking this little red heart or the subscribe button down below if you're watching this on YouTube. We regularly add new pet health videos you don't want to miss. Now let's talk dog weaning. Lisa, when is the best time to start weaning puppies?
It helps to start offering water at 3 to 4 weeks in a heavy shallow dish, kind of like a pie plate. Then start a weaning diet. Weaning starts when a puppy starts eating solid food or gruel. At some point in a puppy's nursing life, milk alone will not cut it anymore and the puppy will begin to need more calories for growth. You may notice the puppy starting to try mom's food, and that is a good sign that it is time to start the weaning process. This process of when to wean starts at different times and lasts several weeks.
So weaning typically starts around 3 weeks of age, correct?
Yeah, right. But it's a good idea to note that in small breeds, weaning usually starts around 5 to 6 weeks, and in giant breeds, start weaning a little earlier, say about 3.5 weeks.
Now, weaning is stressful for puppies. What should you look for to tell if a puppy is stressed due to weaning?
Diarrhea and the lack of weight gain are the two biggest signs of stress. During weaning, the digestive upset can happen, and the stress of weaning can lower the immune function. That will mean diarrhea.
And if your weaning puppies do have diarrhea, what can you do to help?
Well, I suggest mixing the Doc Roy's GI Symbiotics into the puppy gruel. That will help support a healthy transition so they don't get diarrhea during this time. GI Symbiotics is a probiotic, but also a prebiotic that works well for dogs of all ages. In addition, kaolin pectin works well in this situation.
Okay, good to know. But it is also important to note that diarrhea during weaning doesn't necessarily mean it's because of the change in the diet.
That's right. Worms in the gut can also lead to diarrhea, so deworming should be done at the same time as well.
Good advice. Now, what about weight gain? Puppies should continue to gain weight during weaning.
Yes, that's right. When weaning, watch for the puppy that does not do well off mom. One option is to wean most of the litter but leave mom with maybe 2 puppies for 1 extra week if needed. That is okay and is desirable if one of the puppies is slow to transition to solid food. Giving Breeder's Edge Wean Help once a day for 7 days will help puppies make the transition to solid food. Puppies with issues and small breeds should get Wean Help twice a day to encourage moving to the solid food. If you notice a puppy not gaining weight during weaning, see your veterinarian or give us a call for help.
Absolutely. Now let's talk making gruel, or as some people call it, puppy mush. What is a good puppy gruel recipe?
I suggest starting with a mixture of warm water, a milk replacer such as the Breeder's Edge Foster Care, rice baby cereal, and baby chicken food. Also, Royal Canin starter mousse works well. You'll want to make a thin liquid when you start, as they will want to drink more than they eat. As they begin to know what it is, you can thicken it, add a little soaked puppy food to the mix. After a week, eliminate the rice cereal and go full puppy food, warm water, and milk replacer.
So what is the best way to go about feeding that gruel for the first time?
When it comes time to feed the gruel, put it in a flat, heavy, shallow pan and lock mom out. The puppies will get a little bit messy the first few times, and that's okay. Think of it as a toddler learning how to eat. It's pretty much the same thing.
A big mess is what that is.
Yes, for sure it is. When they are done, let mom back in. She will clean them up by licking them. Puppies will think they're getting cleaned up because mom likes me the best. And mom will like the gruel, so it's pretty much a win-win situation. You'll want to slowly increase the gruel twice a day. This will back them off their dependence on mom's milk. Usually mom is removed during the day and then placed back with the puppies at night. Limiting the access to mom makes puppies move to gruel and away from the milk.
Okay, now before we talk about mom and her milk supply during weaning, if you're finding this video helpful, click the like button below or type the phrase puppy weaning win in the comments below. Okay, now let's talk about mom. You get asked a lot, what can you expect from her during weaning? Will her milk just dry up?
During weaning, you'll want to watch mom pretty closely. At this point, we want to shrink her mammary gland up to her body except for her prominent nipples. We want no sign that she raised and weaned a litter. Glands that won't stop producing become painful and can develop mastitis. To help reduce the risk of developing mastitis, give her probiotics and cut her food and water in half for a few days. There are also some prescriptions available that can help stop mom's milk production. It's best to talk to your vet to see if this is the best option for your dog.
Now, what about any other at-home remedies for drying up milk?
There are a few homeopathic treatments you can try. Applying witch hazel as a lotion or cabbage leaves helps as natural treatment options. In addition, a topical mustard plaster is an old remedy used in humans for drying up milk, and it works well in dogs too.
Right, and we put a link below to the article, How to Dry Up a Dog's Milk. In that article, you can find the recipe for creating that topical mustard plaster that Lisa mentioned. Now, what about mom's diet during this time? Can that play a role in drying up her milk supply?
Absolutely it can. If a few days before removing the puppies, you notice she has several mammary glands that are still hanging down, that indicates she did not dry up well. To help correct this, give her a lower calorie maintenance food for a few days before removing the puppies. This helps back off milk production. For a heavy milking mom, we may have to remove food for 24 hours when the puppies are removed to back off milking. The back pressure from not nursing will stop milk production and totally shrink her glands.
And you want to be sure she is trying to dry up before you remove the puppies.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for these great weaning tips, Lisa. If you found this advice helpful, make sure to share this video with a friend who you think could benefit. And if you have questions or other weaning tips, comment below to share with the Revival community. Remember, we all want a puppy weaning win. I'm Shelley with the Revival Education Team. This is Lisa, a Revival Pet Care Pro. Thank you so much for joining us on this puppy weaning episode of the Pet Care Pro Show. Hi, if you're watching on YouTube and new to our channel, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel so you don't miss our new videos right when they come out. If you have more questions on how to wean puppies or any other pet health issue, call our Pet Care Pros at this number just below me, or check out our other pet health videos.